Hello duelists, Russ Merrow here, and today we're going to be opening this year's Collector's Pack in the Yugioh OCG Collector's Pack 2018. We've even got a special pack of Yu-Gi-Oh! 20th Anniversary campaign sleeves, so we will be opening them right after this box opening. It's been a while since I've opened a 15 pack box, so let's check out the pack artwork first. For those of you guys who are unfamiliar, the Collector's Pack is basically an annual pack in the OCG which Konami uses to print cards from the anime that have yet to be printed. So right on the cover here we see Revolver's Topologic Gambler Dragon, God Orgor from the original season of Yu-Gi-Oh!, a brand new numbers 90, Galaxy Ice Photon Lord, and a new Time Lord as well. Or is it not really new Time Lord, but basically an unprinted Time Lord. But let's get right into this pack. Of the cards on the cover, the ones I'm most interested in getting are definitely Revolver's cards, especially Topologic Gambler Dragon and God Orgor. Time Lords, not so excited about that, but it looks like we're going to start off with one with Time Lord Michion. Born from Draconis, a card used by Ryo, the Cyber Dragon user in the manga, and now we're getting a new Cyber card, Cyber Eltonin, followed by Trigger Worm, one of Revolver's cards definitely, and we are ending off with a rare which will be Living Fossil. Oh, I remember seeing this card from the anime. Alright, so let's get right into our second pack. Nothing too exciting so far. Other than the cards I mentioned earlier, some old cards that will be reprinted in this set as well will be Misawa's Litmus Death Swordsman, as well as Leon's cards from the Golden Castle of Stromberg archetype that was used in the original season. So speaking of Litmus Death Swordsman, we're already getting the Litmus Death Ritual right over here. Another Time Lord Metaion, and this is going to be the one of the continuous trap card support for Time Lord, which is Void Machine Ein, and oh, is this? No, we are getting Earthstar Hayate, one of Kachidoki's cards, the martial arts like karate guy from Arc 5. And our rare is going to be a Time Lord Gabrion. So all the Time Lords, they are named after all those like archangels from the Bible and mythology and stuff like that. So that one Gabrion is probably named after Gabriel. And wow, we're really getting a bunch of Time Lords like this. So this one's going to be named after Raphael, Time Lord Raphion. And here, Glorious Numbers, one of the ridiculous cards that Vector used in the battle against Yuma back in Zale. And here, this is one of the Golden Castle of Stromberg cards, Pumpkin Carriage. And here's the final level of the Time Lord support, Continuous Trap, Infinite Light, Ein Soft Soul. And we're ending off with another rare, Iron Draw. Wow, so only 3 rares so far in our 3 packs. I was expecting to at least get like a super rare already, at least in one of the first 3, but well, I guess that just means you're saving the best for last. Alright, so more Time Lords incoming. Time Lord Hyron, another Ein, another Skystar Tenma, and yes, a new numbers. I mean, they probably still haven't made all the numbers yet, and this is going to be number 67, Paradise Smasher, so get the pun over there, Paradise, alright, with the dice weapon, the hammer he's holding there. It's a pretty funny looking card though. I mean, I guess he looks a bit weird. I don't think he looks as cool as some of the other numbers I like, but oh well, my goal is to collect all the numbers, so it's always nice to get a new one. And wow, another rare in our 4th pack, and this time we're getting a Link Monster from Revolver, Muzzle Flash Dragon. So I definitely remember using him using something with that name in the anime. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to get Topologic Gambler as well as Boral Guard. Ideally both, but we'll see what we get. And more Time Lords, another Trigger Worm. This is Iron Cage, another one of the Golden Castle of Stromberg, and another one of Leon's cards here, which is the Mystic Bird Greif. And yes! Right after I mentioned it, and in the perfect rarity that I wanted. I don't know about you guys, but like, I like how cards look in Ultra Rare more than like Secret Rare and Ultimate Rare. So the cards that I really like and really want, I definitely want to get them in Ultra Rare, which is exactly what we got here. Link Monster, Link 4, Topologic Gambler Dragon. First, let's just look at how awesome this card looks in its Ultra Rare foiling artwork. I mean, it's designed such that the top and the bottom will like shine in different colors because of the foiling. So right now, like you guys can see red on top, green at the bottom, but when I twist it like this, it becomes like purple on top and orange at the bottom. This is just the, oh my, this is the most amazing card, most amazing 4 Yu-Gi-Oh card that I pulled this year, alright, but enough gushing over this card, let's get right into its effects. First of all, to link summon it, you'll need 2 or more effect monsters. It has 2 effects, and you can only use either one of this card name's effects once per turn. So if you use the first one, you can't use the second one. You use the second one, you can't use the first one. I'm sure you guys get it. So its first effect is, as long as Topologic Gambler Dragon exists in a monster zone, if a monster other than Topologic Gambler is special summoned to a Link Monsters Link zone, you can activate this effect. You can randomly discard up to 2 cards from your hand, and if you do, your opponent gets to choose the same number of cards from his hand to discard. Now, this is definitely nerfed compared to like the way the OP effect that this card possessed that Revolver used in the anime. And in real life, I guess I would say it's not that good, especially since you have to discard randomly while your opponent gets to choose. So if you're going to force an opponent into a discard, there's a high chance that you actually lose out more, since like you're betting on chance on not losing the cards you want, unless your hand is full of useless cards while your opponent can selectively choose which cards they want to discard. Unless of course you're already in a situation where you have quite a lot of hand advantage and your opponent has like very few cards in his hand and you basically just want to use it to reduce your opponent's hand size to 0. But I mean, if you have such a great card advantage in the first place, like I don't really see a reason why you want to sacrifice it in order to do that to your opponent. His second effect, if Topologic Gambler is in an extra link state, your opponent must select and discard as many cards as possible from his hand up to 2, and if this effect reduces your opponent's hand size to 0, inflict 3000 damage to your opponent. So that's quite a vicious effect, I would say. Definitely can deal and inflict a lot of damage to your opponent, destroying their hand while inflicting crazy amounts of damage at the same time. But of course, you need to be in an extra link state. So personally, I feel that unless you're running a deck that's like built around the mechanic of establishing an extra link with Topologic Gambler, it's pretty much an effect you're not going to touch. So while Topologic Gambler is cool and all, I don't think I'll really be using it much in my like Boral deck. So up next we got more of Kachidoki from Arc 5's cards, Unity Star Kaiti, another Metaion Time Lord, the second one, Infinite Machine Ein Soft, and here we've got a fusion for Kachidoki, which is the Victory Star Idaten. And oh yes, we got the Litmus Ritual just now, and now we are getting Litmus Death Swordsman as well in order to use together with it. So we've got 1 copy of each. I mean, that's not ideal, but I guess it's enough to do some testing in real life. I mean, of course I can still always go and do my testing on Yugioh Pro, but it's always nice to like use real life cards instead. Alright, and now we've got more of those Kung Fu Stars, the Pumpkin Carriage again, another Litmus Ritual, and oh! This is going to be a super rare Emergency Cyber. So basically this is another one of the Cyber Dragon support cards that was only used by Ryo in the GX manga. A card with this card's name can only be activated once per turn. You can add either Cyber Dragon or a Light Machine monster that cannot be normal summoned from your deck to your hand. Secondly, if the activation of this card is negated by your opponent and this card ends up being sent to the graveyard, you can discard 1 card from your hand to add it to your hand instead. So this actually works quite well with the Cyber Eltonin that we pulled earlier, because that can't be normal summon. And sorry about the mistake earlier, I just realized that's not a new card, it's actually an old card and just a reprint of that. And our rare is going to be one of the Golden Castle of Stromberg cards, Cinderella. Alright, so that should be 7 packs down, I believe. Is it? Yep. So now moving into the 8th pack. It's about the halfway mark already, and yet we've only pulled 1 ultra rare and 1 super rare so far. So I think we can really look forward to this second half of the opening. And now another Time Lord, Yugioh, another Litmus Death Ritual, 3 of those now. Hayate. Summon Dice. This is one of the I can't remember his Japanese name, but I'm pretty sure it's called Duke Devlin. Yeah, basically the Dungeon Dice monster from the original anime. Like he played the card game once and he used this card. And yep, our rare is going to be the Conqueror Star Shura, which is going to be the other fusion summon monster boss of the Kachidoki Arc 5 Kung Fu deck. Yep, so that means we've managed to pull 1 of each of his fusions already. I guess that's enough to do some testing because I was quite interested in trying out his deck's mechanic. And now we're getting Hexa Trude, sort of the boss of Leon's Golden Castle of Stromberg deck. Born from Draconis again, and another Cyber Eltonin, apologies for the mistake just now again. Glass Slippers, an important card if we want to try Golden card. Yes! Oh shit! Alright, and this is definitely ultra rare. I can see the gold on the name. So first we pulled the cover card that I really wanted, Topologic Gambler Dragon, and now we are pulling another of the cover cards that I super really wanted, and it's gonna be God Orgoth. This guy just has so much feel, so much nostalgia from the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh!, especially in the Dungeon Dice Monsters battle. I have to say that the true appeal or charm of this awesome badass looking card really lies in its effect. So once per turn during your main phase, you can roll 3 dice, total up your rolls and multiply it by 100 and add that value to God Orgoth's attack and defense. So just consider like how bad your luck would be. Let's just say unluckily you roll a 2, 1 and 3. I mean that's already 600 attack. I think just considering the average luck of an average person, you're gonna easily be able to break the 3k attack mark on God Orgoth every turn. And like I mean even minimally you're gonna roll 1, 1, 1 and then you're gonna get 2800 attack, which isn't that bad either. And the best part is this attack and defense raise actually lasts to the end of your opponent's turn. So basically, it's pretty much permanent and like you get the power to smash your opponent and the opponent has to deal with your increased power on their turn when they try to attack you back as well. Not only that, if 2 of your dice actually come out with the same digit, you get to gain an additional effect. So if the digit you get the same number of is going to be 1 or 2, God Orgoth won't be able to be destroyed by attack or by battle or effects until the end of your opponent's turn. If you get 2 of either 3, if you get a double on either 3 or 4, you actually get to draw 2 cards from your deck, which is really insane. And if you get a double on 5 or 6, God Orgoth can directly attack your opponent this turn. And the best part is, if by some stroke of luck you get the same digit on all 3, a triple digit, all 3 of those effects will activate. So God Orgoth won't be able to be destroyed by battle or card effects. He'll be able to direct attack, and you will be able to draw 2 cards as well. So that's just insane, I have to say. But oh my god, just super happy that I managed to pull both of them. Honestly, it doesn't really matter what are the rest of the foils at this point are, but let's keep opening to get even more shook. And here we have the Iron Knight from the Golden Castle of Stromberg, another copy of Glorious Numbers, Pumpkin Carriage, Iron Soft Owl, and this is going to be another one of Revolver's cards, Hibernation Dragon. Yeah, so I mean after talking about God Orgoth like that, I've literally lost count of how many packs we have left, but I do know we've got 2 Ultras and 1 Super. By my count, I believe we are only supposed to get 2 more Supers left. So here we have Idaten from Kachidoki, another number 67. Please give me other numbers. Trude, Glass Slippers, and yes, our rare is going to be another numbers, and it's going to be number 75, Gothic Shadow of Chaos. Now, that is a pretty badass looking card. Reminds me of the... what was his name again? Is it Dark Mist? Like the evil Astral that was inside Astral. It's been too long since I've like played back in the Zale Numbers era, so I can't really remember his name, but I'm pretty sure his name is Dark Mist or Shadow Mist if I'm not wrong, yeah? Alright, so moving on to the next pack, Kachidoki's Tenma, I'm Soft, Michion Timelords, and yes! Oh shit! Oh shit! I'm really getting all the luck with this box, getting all the cards I want, and this is gonna be one-shot finisher EI draw. So if you guys aren't familiar with what this epic card does, let me just explain it to you guys. Well, first of all, just want to point out it's super rare. So basically, a card with this card's name can only be activated once per turn. First, you discard a card. Then depending on the number of cards on your opponent's field, send the same number of cards from the top of your deck to your graveyard, and then draw a card. If that card happens to be another copy of EI Draw, destroy every single card on the field and inflict 2k damage to your opponent for each card destroyed that way. Yeah, 2k per card. Destroying every card on the field, including the cards on your opponent's field and your field. So even if your opponent knows like you play an EI Draw deck or something like that, so they purposely don't put that many cards on the field, you just need to have like at least 4 cards on your field, instant 8k to your opponent, they are dead. They are literally dead. But of course the chances of actually pulling off this card is probably really low, to the point where this is probably more of a fan service card. Although I can imagine that a bunch of people are gonna go crazy about this card and like try to make decks that are really able to like control the card order and make it so that you're able to draw this card and then destroy your opponent in your one blow. And I'm probably gonna be one of those people since I have time over this summer, so you guys can probably look forward to me experimenting, trying to get this EI Draw card to work. And next we've got Shura, another rare from the Kachidoki series. It looks like we've only got 3 packs left. We pulled 2 Ultras, 2 Supers, and out of those 4 cards, 3 were ones that I really wanted to pull. So this has just been a mad box opening so far. Moving to the next pack, Tenma, Iron, Hyron, Get Out of My Way, Timelords, Iron Knights, and another copy of Litmus Death Swordsman. May not be a foil, but this means we've got 3 of the Ritual at least. and 2 copies of the Ritual Monster so far, so that will definitely be like a decent enough numbers to actually play in a real deck. So our second final pack, the 14th pack, we're going to start off with another copy of the Litmus Ritual, Metaion, Time Lord Born from Draconis, Unity Star Kaiki, and okay! Now you guys in the TCG might see this as like to you guys, I think it would be best to describe it as a secret rare with like Shatterfoil border. But basically this is a rarity that appears in like every year's OCG's collector's pack, and I always forget about it because it only appears in the collector's pack, but once I open it, yes, this is called the collector's rare. Unfortunately, it's going to be the foil card from this set that I wanted to pull the least, because I mean, alright, Zone and 5Ds and the Timelords are cool, but I never really want to play Timelords in real life. But in any case, it's gonna be Sundion the Time Lord. So basically, Sundion has the same set of effects that pretty much all the Time Lords share. I'm just gonna go through it briefly for you guys. This card cannot be special summoned from the deck. You can only have 1 copy of him on your field at any one time. You can normal summon him without tributing if you have no monsters on your field but your opponent has monsters on the field. This card cannot be destroyed by battle or effects, and all battle damage involving this card is actually reduced to 0. And during your standby phase, return this card to the deck. And its special Time Lord effect will be at the end of a battle phase where this card participated in a battle, inflict 2000 damage to your opponent. So I can see why this card is the ultra rare of the new Time Lords now, because it's quite devastating with basically automatic 2k damage compared to the other Time Lords, which may like whittle down the opponent through less direct or crippling ways. But anyway, we are down to our final pack, and it's time to see if we are able to pull one final foil. So here we have Grive for the Golden Castle of Stromberg, Cage of Iron, another Cyber Eltony, Trigger Worm, and now the final card. Effect Monster, and it's just gonna be Hibernation Dragon. So now that we are done with that box opening, let's open up this pack to see what 20th anniversary sleeves we get. I checked the website just now, and if I was looking at the right page, these sleeves are basically supposed to be the ace monsters of the protagonists and rivals of the Yugioh series. So I'm gonna open it without seeing what the monster on it is first. So we're just gonna see the sleeves black like that. And now let's slowly turn around to see which protagonist or rivals ace monster we actually managed to get. Alright, is that clear for you guys? Let's go! Oh! And of all the protagonist and ace monster cards we actually got the original artwork of Blue Eyes White Dragon on our 20th anniversary sleeves. Now honestly, no matter which monster came out, like, I pretty much love all of the ace monsters of like all the protagonists and rivals. I mean, they're made to be loved, they're all cool, man. But I mean, this one definitely has the greatest nostalgia factor, and I mean, between you and me, I think Blue Eyes is way cooler than Dark Magician. But in any case, wow, this box opening has been amazing. So that'll be the end of this Collector's Pack 2018 booster box opening. Here are my prized Topologic Gambler Dragon and God Orgoth in their classic Blue Eyes White Dragon sleeves. Very nice. I think the only really important card that I failed to pull in this set would have to be Boral Guard. Then I like have the full set of Boral Load, Boral Sword and Boral Guard. But in any case, it was still an awesome opening. If you enjoyed this video, do give this video a like and let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about the brand new, not really brand new, but basically printed cards that were released in this set. And don't forget to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster box openings on the day of release. The next major booster set will be Duelist Pack Legend Duelist 3, releasing on June 9th, and the flagship character for that has actually been revealed to be Sito Kaiba, and so we'll be getting even more Blue Eyes from the upcoming set next month as well. Unfortunately, I don't think I will actually be at home on the 9th of June, so for the first time, I will probably actually be late for that opening, and I'll probably open it on the 10th of June instead. So I hope you guys understand, and make sure to check back on my channel and subscribe on the 10th of June to make sure to check the next booster box opening. And with that, hope to see you guys in the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. Let's access the spinning, swirling data storm, and with the wind our hearts are made to